Hey guys, what up? Welcome to vlog number 47 of Happy Face Hold'em. Hey, before we get started, real quick, this is the Johnnie Vibes meetup game that took place at Hustler Casino. We played some 2-3, $800 cap No Limit Hold'em. We had Johnnie Vibes was there, of course, Poker Vlogger. Wolfgang Poker was there. Andrew Poker Vlogger was there. Think Blue Poker was there, Poker Vlogger. Fish Poker, Poker Vlogger was there. Did I miss any others? Oh, and Close to Broke was there. And don't miss Close to Broke's meetup game this Friday. This Friday coming up 6 p.m. at the Lucky Lady Casino in Gardena, right down the street, around the corner from the Hustler Casino. So gonna be an exciting game. That one's gonna be a 1-2, 500 cap, maybe a match the stack in that one also. So really excited to bring this vlog to you and really excited to see a lot of you this coming Friday. So be sure that you're there. Don't miss it. But first, this melted my heart. Let me show you, and then we're gonna get right into the Hustler.
Thank you. Happy Face Holdem. My name is Asui. Can I come out in your YouTube video? Please?
She received the third Happy Face Hold'em wristband and even drew me a sweet picture. But for now, let's get through Los Angeles down to Gardena, California, so we can jump into the Johnnie Vibes meetup game where we're going to play some 2-3 No Limit Hold'em. $800 cap. Let's get right to it. We get down to the Hustler, we find the poker room, and we jump on to our first table, and we buy in for $600, where we look down at pocket jacks.
He's moved up quick and he's gotten really good.
From under the gun, we bump it up to $20, and we're going to get one caller from the big blind to our right, who is just out of frame. And we're going to go heads up to this flop of bingo, jack 4-5, 2 hearts. We flop top set. This is a great position to be in. We got this board locked up, but it's a pretty wet board. We have the 4-5, which could have a draw to 6-7. We have 2 hearts, which could be a flush draw. So we're not going to slow down and play this one slow. We're going to put some money into this pot, but our opponent does it for us. He puts in $30. So after some consideration, we decide to bump it up to $130. He's obviously got a hand that he likes. I think I've concluded that donk leading means strength. Sometimes it mean your own price, but in this case, it means strength. He decides to jam. I snap call. I flip over the top set, ask him how he's doing. He shows ace jack with 1 heart. He had the ace of hearts. And he is going to brick out, and we're going to hold to scoop a large pot in our first hand here at the Johnnie Vibes meetup. Now, if you've watched enough Happy Face Hold'em, you know that we never run this good. But it was a good night. And I think it's because we were generous, giving out our official Happy Face Hold'em wristbands. But let's take a look at who we ran into. What up, guys? Here we are at the Hustler. At the Hustler Hotel. I called it a hotel in my last vlog because people live here. I mean, you can tell they live here, right?
I practically live here too. A lot of times I play here.
I know, you're always here. All right, tell them your channel.
Wolfgang Poker. Go sub to it if you haven't already. And sub to this guy too. Drop a like. It really helps his channel out. And he grinds his videos for you guys. Free content. Show him some support right now. Definitely check out my video too. I just sacked a guy with a king high flush.
Damn, yeah. That's always good. All right, we got a gift. It's the official Happy Face Hold'em wristbands.
You sure Lance Armstrong's not going to come for you?
No, not at all, not at all. Not at all. My yellow. I invented it. It's good to see you, man.
Nice to see you.
Have fun today.
Yeah.
Alex Wolfgang Poker is a cool kid. We didn't get to sit at a table together, but we did change tables to sit with our buddies Fish Poker and Think Blue Poker. And sitting to our right is Andrew Locke. He is a poker vlogger out of the Bay Area. He opens on the button to $12. We look down at ace-3 of hearts. This is a great 3-bet hand from the small blind, especially he's probably opening light from the button. So we do put in the 3-bet to 45, and that's going to be good enough to take it down. We take a few chips off of him, but don't worry, he gets it all back later in the night. Let's go have a quick chat with him. All right, guys, we just put down a 3-bet bluff, and it worked. It was in our bluffing range. It was a good hand, but in our bluffing range against this guy. You guys know who he is? Tell him who you are.
Andrew Locke, poker vlogger.
Poker vlogger, lock it up. You guys have heard of that. Go check out his channel. I'll put a link in the description below. Good content. Bay Area, right?
That's right.
Thanks. Go check it out. All right, catching this hand mid-session. Now, let's remember that I left Las Vegas this morning after 3 days on a 6 a.m. flight. I am definitely not thinking straight, and decided to have a shot of Patron while I was here. So in this hand, Fish Poker opened to $16 from early position, and I defended on the button with 8-5 of spades, flopping deuce 7-5 with 2 hearts. So we flop middle pair. He continues for $20, and I think he's going to c-bet his full range here. So I decide to make the call. Dealer puts down another deuce on the turn, and interesting here that Fish decides to check it. So I am putting him on 2 overs, potentially an overpair or an ace-4, ace-3 type hand. And I think had I been more alert and awake and more focused, not making excuses, but this hand the result would have been different. But I think my read right at this moment was spot on. So I decide to make a $45 bet. We have some back and forth banter about ranges from my button calling range versus his, under the gun opening range. And he ultimately elects to make the call on this one. I don't know. He's looking at his phone. Maybe that was his coin flip. I'm not quite sure there. But yeah, after quite some time, some deliberation, as you can see here, he does decide to cut out the bet, and he'll make the call. So we're going to continue heads up, going to a river here with 151 in this pot. Pot kind of grew a little bit for me just having middle pair. So the river comes down 3 of diamonds. Really doesn't change a whole lot unless he has exactly ace-4, which I could put in his range, and he decides to lead out here for $85. And I think this is where I said, had I remembered his check on the turn, and remembering that I had put him on 2 overs and not necessarily an overpair, although that's definitely possible, I would have resulted this hand a little bit differently. But I definitely go into the tank. I'm going through all my options, and when all is said and done, I think my 5 is good. I ultimately flip it over and show it to him. In fact, we are good, but we did fold. We did not make the hero call here. I mean, there's definitely a lot of hands that could beat us here. Fish is playing an aggressive game, but he's about a lot of beers in. So, with all that considered, I definitely should have made the call here. But hey, Fish, good playing, bud. You took this pot down. It's a big one. And he'll get one more later in the night. Biggest hand of the night at the end. Spoiler alert, goes his way.
Nice bet. Nice bet.
All right, so let's move on and look at the next hand after he shows us ace-king right here for the semi-bluff.
I would have had both of you.
Shouldn't have been in the hand. You shouldn't have been in the hand with that 5 in there.
I mean, that was definitely an option.
Don't you want like 20 tipping over all the beer?
Yeah, not defending 8-5 suited from the button after an under-the-gun open was probably ultimately the right choice to stay out of trouble in that last hand. All right, in this one, we look down at ace-queen offsuit from the button, and we are going to open the action to $20. Only a vlog watcher is going to defend from the big blind. Everybody else will get out of the way, and we are going to get to go heads up to a flop. And this hand develops quite interestingly, and I think this is a fun hand where we get some subscriber to vlogger banter going here. Anyways, dealer puts down a flop, monotone, all diamonds, 10 king 5, and of course we hold the ace of diamonds. The flop action is going to go check check, and we're going to go see a free turn of a 7 of diamonds. I say right off the bat, I think this is a really good card for me. But I think in my tiredness, I don't quite realize that I already have the nut flush. I think I'm waiting for one more card, so go figure. Anyways, the big blind decides to check it over to us here, and we put in just a small continuation bet of $25, and he will ultimately continue. River comes down, jack of diamonds, putting a flush on the board, and of course we hold the nuts, and the big blind decides to lead into us for $100, and you'll see I snap call it, but I do not consider raising because last time I did that, I was up against a straight flush draw, which was potential here. But anyways, ace high flush, good enough to take this one down. We earn a ticket at the Hustler Casino for a Gucci bag. And we move on to our next hand. Again, ace, queen offsuit, this time with the ace of clubs, queen of diamonds. Now, Think Blue Poker opened the action to $15 in this one from middle position, and we're in the cutoff. So we 3-bet it to 45. Everybody else is going to fold, and Steven's going to make the call for an extra 30, and we're going to go heads up with 95 in the pot to a decent flop for us. It's going to come down 4, 5, ace, rainbow. We hit top pair with good kicker. He checks it over to us, and we make a tiny c-bet of $20 just to get some money in this pot. You know, targeting any king, queen type hand or any weaker ace. So the turn's 3 of clubs, and he checks it over to me, and I decided to check behind because I think ace deuce is always a possibility in his holding. But when he leads out on the river, when a second ace comes for $100, I really just put him on a bluff. Yeah, it wasn't a bluff. He held pocket deuces, made the straight on the turn. He took us to Value Town. He owned us, and we pay off. Think Blue Poker. All right, this one, Vibes sits down at the table. He is straddling this pot. We look down at Queen 10 suited, and we think this is a great time to make a move. So we do put in a raise here to his straddle. Yep, we made a move. So of course my heart pounds as action folds back around to Johnny. He slowly looks down at his cards, and he ultimately decides he's going to throw those bad boys in the muck, and we get one through. We won $6.
You made a move on Johnnie Vibes. You crazy mother.
Okay, guys, I just won a hand against the famous Johnnie Vibes. Just want to let y'all know. The famous Johnnie Vibes. So, hey.
Yeah, way cool, humble dude. It was a lot of fun playing with him. He sat down at our table with about $3,000 in his rack. Had a great night. Anyways, catching up to this one, I have Jack 10 of hearts. I'm heads up with Fish on a 9-9-4 2-heart flop. He led into me, and with less than 100 bigs left, or maybe about 110 bigs left, I decided to jam my whole stack looking for a heart on the turn of the river. Time to call it a night.
All right, guys, and that's how it went down. We imploded our whole stack to Fish Poker. We gave him more money than he's got left on his EBT card, but hey, that's all right. We love the Fish. Be sure you go check out his channel at Fish Poker. Check out Think Blue Poker at Think Blue Poker. And, of course, follow Johnnie Vibes, Andrew Locke, Close to Broke, who we didn't get in this, and Wolfgang Poker. Just go check them all out. Bunch of great guys. Don't forget, Meetup Game this Friday, 6 p.m. at the Lucky Lady Casino in Gardena, California. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a 1-2 game, 500 cap. Might be a match to stack. I don't have all the details. Just call the casino, put your name on the list, and if we get into a table together, just say, hey, Happy, how's it going? Maybe lose a hand to me, push some chips my way, and one of those Happy Face Holdem wristbands will be all yours. More info to come on how to get the merchandise, and don't forget, we have a drawing coming up for the official Happy Face Holdem card protector. I'm just waiting for them to be in stock. They're being made. They'll be delivered to me very soon. So until next time, guys. Oh, hey, before I forget, into this game for 600, out for the goose egg again. Let's turn this around and run it up at the next mug.